Look at me for a moment and listen carefully, because what I'm about to say is not meant to sound nice. It's meant to be real, and if you truly understand it, your life will never feel the same again. Nobody tells you this when you start dreaming. Nobody warns you before you begin. Nobody prepares you for how lonely, heavy, and uncomfortable it becomes when you decide that you want more from life than just survival. When you decide you don't want to live on autopilot, wake up, work, sleep, repeat, and die quietly, with regrets. Chasing your dreams is sold as something exciting, something beautiful, something inspiring. But the truth is, chasing your dreams will expose you. It will test you. It will strip you of your excuses, and it will force you to face parts of yourself you've been avoiding for years. Because the moment you choose a bigger life, comfort becomes your enemy and discipline becomes your responsibility. And that's where most people fail, not because they lack talent, not because they lack intelligence, but because they underestimate how mentally demanding it is to stay committed when nobody is clapping for you, when nobody is supporting you, when nobody believes in you, and sometimes when even you don't believe in yourself. There will be days you wake up and feel empty, days where motivation is gone, days where progress feels invisible and effort feels pointless. And in those moments, your dream will feel stupid, unrealistic, and heavy, and your mind will start whispering, maybe this isn't for you. Maybe you should quit. Maybe you should be normal. Maybe you should choose the easy path. And what nobody tells you is that this voice never goes away. Even successful people hear it. The difference is they don't obey it. They understand that fear, doubt, and confusion are part of the process, not signs to stop, but signs that growth is happening. You see, motivation is temporary, inspiration is emotional, but discipline is a decision, and dreams don't require excitement, they require endurance. Because long before success shows up, boredom arrives. Long before results appear, struggle settles in. And long before confidence grows, self-doubt takes control. And this is the stage where character is built, not when things are going well, but when things are quiet, when nobody is watching, when effort goes unrewarded, when consistency feels boring and pointless and painful, and yet you show up anyway. That is where ordinary people separate from extraordinary ones, because most people want proof before commitment, but real growth demands commitment before proof, and that is scary because it means trusting yourself without guarantees and betting on a future you cannot yet see. And that kind of belief is rare because it requires responsibility, and responsibility is heavy. Once you accept that nobody is coming to save you, that nobody owes you anything, that your life is your responsibility, your effort, your discipline, your patience, your sacrifice, then excuses lose power and action becomes necessary. And action is uncomfortable because it exposes you to failure and rejection and judgment. And yes, you will fail. You will fail repeatedly. You will try things that don't work. You will invest time, energy, money, and emotion into ideas that collapse. And what hurts the most is when you do everything right and still lose, because that's when the mind says, what's the point? But that's also when resilience is built, because success is not about avoiding failure. It's about surviving it, learning from it, and continuing anyway. Failure is not a sign you are incapable. It's proof that you are trying. And the only people who never fail are the ones who never attempt anything meaningful. And understand this clearly. Chasing your dreams will cost you something. It will cost you comfort. It will cost you sleep. It will cost you sleep. It will cost you weekends. It may cost you relationships, because not everyone will understand why you're so focused, why you're so tired, why you say no so often. And that hurts, because humans want connection, but growth requires separation before alignment. You will outgrow conversations. You will outgrow habits. You will outgrow environments. And that doesn't make you arrogant. It makes you aware. And loneliness in this phase is not punishment, it is preparation. Because you are being trained to rely on yourself, to trust yourself, and to move forward, even when approval is missing. And another truth nobody tells you is that success is quiet. At first, nobody celebrates the early stages. Nobody praises the discipline. Nobody notices the consistency. They only show up when results become visible. And if your motivation depends on applause, you will quit early, because applause comes last, not first, and fear will always be present. Fear of failing, fear of being judged, fear of wasting time, fear of not being enough. But courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is movement, despite it, and confidence does not come before action. It is built through action. Every time you do the thing you're afraid of, you become stronger, and every time you avoid it, you teach yourself to stay small. And life rewards those who show up consistently, not those who feel ready. And if right now you feel behind, lost, tired, or overwhelmed, understand this: you are not late, you are not broken, and you are not weak. You are simply in the middle, and the middle is uncomfortable because it demands patience without clarity, effort without reward, and faith without evidence. But this phase shapes you into someone who can actually handle success. Because success without strength destroys people, and the journey is not meant to make you happy every day. It's meant to make you capable, disciplined, and proud. And one day, if you stay consistent, if you keep learning, adjusting, and improving, you will look back and realize the struggle didn't break you, it built you. The silence didn't stop you, it focused you. And the doubt didn't defeat you, it sharpened you. So don't quit when it's hard, don't stop when it's slow, and don't give up just because it's uncomfortable. Because comfort never created greatness, and the pain of discipline will always be lighter than the pain of regret. And time will pass, whether you act or not. The only question is, who will you become? While it does asterisk, and as you keep moving forward, you will start to notice something strange happening inside you. The same things that once scared you will begin to feel familiar. The same pressure that once overwhelmed you will slowly become manageable, and the same doubts that once stopped you will start to lose their power. And this doesn't happen because life suddenly becomes easier. It happens because you become stronger, and this strength is built quietly, in moments nobody sees, in days when you keep going without motivation, in nights when you choose discipline over comfort, and in decisions where you say no to distractions and yes to long-term growth. And this is where most people misunderstand success. They think success is a moment, a result, a destination, but success is actually a transformation. It's the process of becoming someone who can handle responsibility, rejection, pressure, and uncertainty without breaking. And that transformation is slow, uncomfortable, and often lonely, but it is necessary. Because if you received everything you wanted before you were ready, it would destroy you. And that's why delays are not denials. They are preparation, and the frustration you feel right now is not meant to stop you. It's meant to shape you. Because impatience teaches you nothing but pressure, teaches you focus, and struggle teaches you priorities. You begin to realize that not everything deserves your energy. Not every opinion matters. Not every opportunity is meant for you, and clarity comes from experience, not thinking. And the more you move forward, the more you understand that discipline is freedom. Because discipline gives you control over your actions, your time, and your future. While excuses give you comfort today and regret tomorrow. And there will be days when your mind tries to convince you that slowing down means failure, that resting means weakness. But rest is not quitting. Rest is refueling. Quitting is when you stop believing in yourself and abandon the path. And as long as you keep choosing to return to the work, you are still in the game. And understand this deeply: you do not need to be perfect. You do not need to be fearless. You do not need to be confident every day. You only need to be consistent enough to keep the promise you made to yourself. And self-trust is built by honoring small commitments, not by chasing big motivation. And the more you keep those promises, the stronger your identity becomes. Because confidence is not loud. Confidence is quiet. Confidence is knowing that even if everything falls apart, you will rebuild. And that belief cannot be taught. It can only be earned, and you earn it by surviving hard days without giving up. And one day, you will look back and realize that the version of you who almost quit was standing right at the edge of growth. And the only difference between the life you want and the life you fear is the decision to keep going when it feels pointless. And understand this clearly: the world does not reward intentions. It rewards execution. It does not reward talent alone. It rewards discipline over time. And if you stay patient, if you stay focused, if you keep improving even when progress feels invisible, momentum will eventually catch up with you. Asterisk. If this message spoke to you, if it reminded you why you started, and if it pushed you to keep going, please Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this, because your support helps us keep creating content that speaks the truth, and keep going because your future is listening.